Hi there, my name's Andy Hillier and today's guitar lesson is going to be on Torna a casa, I'm rubbish with pronunciations, by Måneskin. It's a lovely little song, it's an easy-ish song to play. I'm going to teach you the whole thing. Just before I do though, if you wouldn't mind subscribing to my channel, which is Andy Hillier, give me a like on the video and leave me some comments in the comment section, including what songs I should do next. And if you love what I'm doing and you want to support me and you want to print the tabs off for this, then I'll put it on my Patreon page. I'll leave a link to that in the description. My guitar is in standard tuning. Now the intro sounds like this. So to play that, we're going to start with a C sharp minor chord. First finger on A4, second finger on B5, third finger D6, and your little finger on G6. So that's a C sharp minor chord. And we're going to play the A string, then the D, jump down to the B string, and then play the G string. So the first four notes you've got. You could play it with a plectrum, or I'm using fingerstyle, whichever way you prefer. And it does that 4 times in the first 2 bars. So you get the first 2 bars. And then into bar 3, we've got an E chord, which is your first finger on A7. Then place your third finger flat across the D, G and the B strings at the 9th fret. If you struggle to use your third finger across those, you could use 3 different fingers, but I like to just use my third finger flat. And you can do the same right hand, so you can play the A string, the D string, the B string and the G string. And it does that twice. So bar 3 you've got. And then bar 4 you've got a B over D sharp, which is your first finger on A6, second finger on B7, third finger on G8, and little finger on D9. So that's B over D sharp. And you're going to play the A string, then the D, then the B, and then the G. So you've got. And again, it does that twice. So the whole of the intro slowly goes. So that's the intro, and then we get to the verse. Now the verse is exactly the same thing, but you just play it through, repeat it 3 times. So you got. So you just do that 3 times round in the first verse, and then we get a little pre-chorus, which goes. So to play that, we've got this F sharp minor chord. First finger on the 4th fret of the D string, so D4. Second finger on E5. Third finger on G6. Little finger on B7. So it's F sharp minor. And you're going to play the D string, then the G, then the E, and then the B. So you got. And it does that 4 times, so you get. And then we get a G sharp chord. First finger barred across all the strings at the 4th fret. Second finger on G5. Third finger, because you don't need to use all your fingers. So third finger on D6. Could use your little finger, whichever you prefer. And you're going to play the E4. The D6, the G5, and the B4, which is your first finger barred to get that. So you got. Then place the E4 again, the D6, the G5, and then use your little finger on G6, then just play B4, and it holds on for a bar. So bars 11 and 12, you've got. So the whole line, you've got. Which takes us to the chorus, where you get. So to play that, we've got an A chord, which is your first finger D2, second finger G2, third finger on B2. Even though we're not playing the D string, I'll still put my finger there. So you're going to play the A string and the G2 at the same time, then the B2, then the E string, back to the B2, so you've got, then a D2 again, a B2, open E, and then you're going to move your fingers and put your finger on E4. So bar 13, the first bar of the chorus goes. And then keep your finger there on the E4, and we're going to place a finger on G4 as well. So you've got E4 and G4. And you can play the E string nearest your face and the B4 and the E4 nearest to the floor at the same time. Then G4, E4, G4, E4, E4, G4, E4. So you got slowly. And there's just an open E at the end of that bar. So up speed, that bar 14 goes. So the first two bars you got. Then we've got a G sharp chord. First finger barred at the 4th fret, second finger on G5, little finger on D6. Your third finger will be on A6, even though we don't need it. And you're going to play the E string, the G string and the B string at the same time, then the D, and then the G and the B strings, then the D, then the G and the B strings, then the B and G strings again, and then the D string. So it goes. Then we get this little trill, which is playing B4, hammer on and pull off to B5 and then back to the B4, so you get, and then play B7, so it goes. So bar 15 you have, and then bar 16 sounds like this, which is playing A4, then open E, then fret 6 on the A string and then open E, A7, E, D4, and then E, so you get. So the first 4 bars of the chorus you get. That then repeats and you play it again, and then we just, on the end, bar 17, with a bar of C sharp 5, which is A4, D6, and G6. So on the repeat, bar 16 it goes, then bar 17. That then goes back to the verse, and then pre-chorus, chorus, and then there's a middle 8 which goes. So for that we've got a C sharp power chord, and it's just going to go down up, so, and then it does it exactly the same. So that percentage mark just means play whatever was in the previous bar. So bars 18 and 19, you get. Then we go up to an E power chord, which is A7, D9 and G9. Same rhythm. And then we get, which is like a B over D sharp. So first finger A6, then use your little finger on D9 and just play those two strings and go. Then it goes back to the C sharp for 2 bars. E for a bar. And then we get just the B over D sharp again, but just going. So just playing those 16 times. So that's the middle 8. It then goes to a chorus, but the first time round on the chorus, it just plays an A chord. So D2, G2 and B2, just plays it once. And then an E chord, which is just G1, A2 and D2. And then the rest of the chorus is the same. So yeah, on that last chorus, it's an A chord and an E chord, just play normally, and then the rest is the same. And it just goes into the chorus, just the normal way that we played it till the rest of the song. And that's it. Well, I do hope you've enjoyed that little guitar lesson, especially the person who requested it. Thanks for the request. If you have enjoyed it, if you wouldn't mind subscribing to my channel, which is Andy Hillier, give me a like on the video. I'd love to hear from you, so please leave me some comments. Let me know where in the world you're from. Let me know what songs I should do next. And if you love what I'm doing, you want to support me, and you want to print the tabs off for this, then I'll put it on my Patreon page. I'll leave a link to that in the description. Well, thanks for watching this. I've been Andy Hillier, and I'll see you next time.